Hello, SacredCultivator here again. For this segment, I'm just going to be talking mainly about HF and basically the different positions that are involved in each project, and also I'm going to go into explanation as to how long it takes us to subtitle a video, depending on whether it's a short feature or long. So I'm just going to start off by going down the line of positions. The primary position, as most people know, are the translators. Without them, you don't really have a project at all, unless you're like us, how when we first started, we didn't really have any basis of translators. So we kind of just karaoke performances and PVs. So the translators is basically the core of every project. And second down the line will probably be the timer. And there are two different types of timer, as many of you know. First, there's just a regular timer, or as some groups call it, general timing, where you basically just allot the time for how long you want the subs to be displayed on screen. And the other timer, karaoke timing, is basically where you combine the general timer, where, as mentioned before, you allot the time as to how long you want it to show up, but adding on to that, the karaoke timer has to also distinctly time each syllable of the performance or PV according to how they're being sung. So karaoke timers have it a little harder because they have to be more precise per syllable, opposed to general timing, which you basically only have to allot the time for the entire phrase. And afterwards, not every group uses editors, but for editors, mainly it's just for you to, I guess you would say, spell check and make sure everything sounds and flows nicely. For Hello Fan Subs, we don't normally credit editors, and if we do, it's usually primarily just me, or at times it's probably like some of the translators, such as Zabel or Mango Malt. But usually it's just me, and again, it's just basically to spell check everything, make sure everything's grammatically correct. And after editing, I guess you can say typesetters. And I guess you could say there's a difference between regular typesetting and karaoke typesetting, because for regular typesetting, it's mainly just picking the correct font, color, and having them displayed where you want them. So I'm able to take care of that. That's no problem. But for typesetting, as mentioned, you basically do the generalized, making the subs look pretty, I guess. But for karaoke typesetters, that's where you get really fancy and have to apply an effect for every syllable that is sung during the PV or performance. And to those who do karaoke typesetting, I give you guys props, because that's a very hard task to do. And after seeing many works from one of our members, Tomo-chan, or even Zeldace, who do fantastic jobs during their karaoke typesettings. After typesetting, I guess the next down the line would be QC, better known as quality check. For this, it's, to me at least, I kind of treat it sort of like the editor, where you just kind of make sure everything is good and ready to go. And of course, we're only humans, so even if we don't catch something, there's bound to be mistakes. And we are not like other groups that have many QCs, because I know for another group that I'm part of, they have about 5 to 6 QCs for a project. And although that is a lot, it does kind of make sense, because again, what one misses, another might catch. So the more you have, the better, so to speak, because you have more people to catch what you might have missed. And after quality check is encoding or encoder, where you basically embed the subtitles into the video. For Hello Fan Subs, primarily it's just me who does all the encoding. It's not that we aren't looking for anyone, it's just that I feel it's better for me to do basically the final check. So encoding is easier on my part, because after I'm done encoding and upload it, it kind of relieves the stress from having to wait on other members. Because for me, given that primarily I do serve as the sole encoder, I guess I can say I'm fast at it, even though my system isn't as great as one would hope. But I generally kind of trust myself in doing that, opposed to like teaching other members how to encode. Although some of our members do know how to encode, just again, it's not that I hate them or distrust them, it's just I prefer to do it, and they don't mind, so that's a good thing. And that kind of sums it up as to the positions that are involved in